Alright, I always feel like it's a good sign when a place has stuff kind of piled up out front. Gives me a lot of hope that there's going to be plenty more inside. I'm a little overwhelmed by how much stuff they have in here, but I'm also really excited. They do have a lot of art pieces, so I really hope that I can find a good one to take home today. Look at all these letters. It would be cool to find maybe like the letters of my last name or something. Or maybe I could get them for my dad for his basement. The color of this set is really pretty. It's almost like a rusty brown color. I love vintage baskets like these, but the prices on them can really vary. That is definitely more than I would want to spend on a piece like this. This is also one of those places where every booth is kind of a separate vendor, so prices can really vary in antique stores like these. This place is deceptively big though. Every time I turn, there's a whole nother section filled with other stuff. It's so cool. Ooh, I really like this rich brown crock. That's pretty pricey though. I feel like you can't tell from this angle, but these jugs are huge. I've been seeing a lot of people going back to putting those plates on the wall like they did a long time ago. A couple of the images I've seen I've really liked, but I'm really hesitant to start that. Go birds. I'm starting to think about furniture for the basement, and I do want, I think, some type of shelf, but this is probably a little more industrial of a style than what I normally go for, but this is a really cool shelf and I'm pretty sure it's handmade. World of Antiques, say no more. I wonder if this is more of like a history book. Oh, it's like a collector's guide. Okay, I'm in rock or jug heaven. These are just really pricey. Or at least pricey for what I'm used to. I actually love trays like this because they can go on a coffee table and serve a lot of purposes. I am not giving up on finding a good price crock. I still have not made it through this entire store, and I think I've been here like a half an hour at least, kind of just doing a walkthrough. You know I love a good mug, and I love a speckled pottery mug. I wish this was only one though and not kind of like batch produced. I'd probably be more likely to get it if there was just one of them. Toto, we are not at Goodwill anymore. I really like this. There's just something about the details. But that's a pretty high price again. I can't tell if that rack is in this booth or not. Okay, I stopped somewhere else because I was driving by and I saw this place called the Pickers Junction, and I couldn't help myself. That little funnel snowman is adorable. I can't believe that December is in like 2 weeks. But this little Christmas stuff is cute. They have a lot of really interesting pieces here. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job of filming this lamp, but the base is so interesting. I don't think I've ever said this, or maybe I have and I forgot, but I actually really like art that has birds in it. Alright, I am seeing a wall of books, and that definitely gets me excited. A lot of these look quite old. This spice kit is adorable. They're little individual tins. Not practical at all, but man, is this cute. Alright, it's another day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I only found one thing at those stores. I ended up on my way back home stopping at my Goodwill and found other things, but I don't know. It's not because there wasn't a lot of stuff. There was a ton of stuff, but I think I just felt like the stuff that I found that I really liked was just priced higher than I was willing to pay. That doesn't mean the prices were wrong. It just means that I personally was not willing to spend that amount of money for them. I've been to a ton of different stores. Prices vary so much, and at the end of the day, it's just a matter of what you're willing to spend your money on. So luckily, good old Goodwill came through for us, and so I did get other things. So let's show you what ended up coming home with me. So I purchased the American painting book. Now it does have water damage on it, but honestly, most of the damage was really to the cover, unfortunately. Well, fortunately and unfortunately. So the pages themselves are okay. You guys already know that I am a big fan of paintings. I'm always looking for art when I go thrifting, so any type of book that kind of shares the history of painting or where I can learn more about paintings, I'm definitely interested in. I think this is also one of those books that you can kind of leave open somewhere, maybe on a coffee table, and it kind of looks like art itself because the images inside are really beautiful. This was only $4, I think most likely because of the water damage that was on it, but I still felt like this was a steal because, like I said, if you open it, you can't really see the water damage at all, and the images inside are super beautiful. Alright, on to my Goodwill finds. The first thing that I brought home was this hanging, well, it's kind of like a frame. I'm not a huge fan of the lace detail in it. I'm gonna take the lace out and replace it with a piece of art, but I love the brass chain on it. You can hang it like this. I love this simple wooden frame, especially in the darker kind of walnut stain. I've really been into dark wood stains lately, which if you watch my channel regularly, you already know that, but I have so many places I want to hang this, but clearly there's only one of them, so I'm gonna have to really think about where this will go. But this was only $2.99, and I think this piece is going to be amazing when there's a piece of art in it. Then I found another hurricane. If you watched my last thrifting video, then you know that I've been looking for hurricanes, and I had only found one on my last trip, but I did find another one. This is a shorter one than my last one. This was $2.99, and I will probably put this one with the other one I found so that they can be styled together. I think they create really beautiful, warm, cozy mood lighting, and we are, you know, kind of deep into the fall, so I feel like it's the perfect time to really, you know, it's dark by 5 p.m., so just lighting candles in some hurricanes just creates such a rich, cozy, oh, just, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'll probably just continue to collect these as I find them. Then I got a little project piece. It is this, I presume it's supposed to be for a book. It's got a little lip here to hold it up. Now it is a lighter piece of wood, which I'm not a huge fan of, so this is definitely going to get stained in a darker color. Probably no surprise there. I might hold on to this because I do have another project piece here, and then I actually have something else from a different trip that I didn't show you guys. I might put them together in a thrift flip video, so you probably won't see the outcome of this one until the next video, but this is one of those easy project pieces that maybe doesn't perfectly fit my decor now, but it's with a simple flip, it really will. And this also was $2.99. I also brought home this really pretty globe lantern, I guess you would call it. This was actually upside down on the shelf, so I had no idea what it was because the bottom was open. Once I flipped it over and realized it, I fell in love with this. I really wish that there had been two of them, but there wasn't, just this one. But I think this might end up going in the basement. That video is almost done. Well, the basement is almost done. The video is nowhere near done. The basement is almost done. I am so freaking excited to share that with you guys. This might end up going down there for styling. I think pieces like this are great because they're really simple, but they add almost like an elegance, and when that candle is lit, it is going to be absolutely stunning. It is also quite dusty right now, so I feel like it's not as shiny as it will be once it's actually cleaned up. But this is a piece where I can't wait for you guys to see it. This was also, again, $2.99. That's clearly the theme of today's video because every piece seems to be the same price. Alright, and last but not least is another project piece, and it is this little vase. If it were a different color, I might leave it as is, but it's kind of like a, I don't think you can tell on camera, at least what it looks like is more of a white tone on camera, but in person it's like a salmony color, which just doesn't go with my decor. So I am gonna do a little makeover on this just to have it fit my aesthetic a little bit better for my home. So this will be in that thrift flip video where you'll get to see the outcome there. This was, of course, $2.99, which I am not mad about because that's such little money and you can really change this into a piece that looks so much more expensive. It has a good weight to it, so it's a solid made piece. It just needs a little makeover to fit my personal style a little bit better. Alright, that's all I got, and that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, you can give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, you can subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys for the next video. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. Bye, guys.